good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're pretty excited, of course, because another trade happened in the NBA today. Before we get any further in this video though, guys, if you could leave a like and of course subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already, always greatly appreciated in helping growing this community. And of course, I have a Madden rebuild channel if you're interested at all, links in the description. But as I was doing some work in editing this morning, of course, we had a trade go down. Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted out that the Atlanta Hawks have traded Cam Reddish to the New York Knicks. So basically, this was the trade minus Ryan Arcidiacono. I had to throw him in as a filler, but it was Kevin Knox, a lottery-protected Hornets pick, going over to the Hawks for Cam Reddish, Solomon Hill, and a 2025 second-round pick from the Nets. So basically, the Hawks have been, have floated Cam Reddish and trade rumors for quite some time. So it was only inevitable at this point. He was eventually going to get traded. So the Hawks walk away with the first-round pick while the Knicks get a solid rotational piece who could maybe have an increased role eventually in New York and maybe shines there. Who knows? So today, of course, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing a Cam Reddish Knicks rebuild. So this should be interesting, of course. So I think what I want to do is I do want to start Cam Reddish in this video. So what I'm going to try to make happen is I'm going to try to put Cam Reddish in the starting five somehow, some way. So if I move RJ Barrett to shooting guard, he will go down. But if I move Cam Reddish to shooting guard, he goes down as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take the sacrifice and put RJ at the 2. And that way, Cam Reddish should start. So we'll have Kemba Walker, RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish. Actually, these two went to college together. I didn't even think about that. So RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish both came from Duke. Same team with Zion Williamson. And now they're paired together, which is cool. So that's awesome. Kemba Walker, RJ, Cam Reddish, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, Derrick Rose, Alec Burks, Obi Toppin, and Emmanuel Quickley. So, of course, also, something we failed to mention is that Kevin Knox, I guess, maybe gets another opportunity somewhere else. I'm not really sure if Atlanta plans on using him at all. But as far as we know right now, Kevin Knox just hasn't really had the greatest opportunity in the world. But at the same time, when he has had opportunity, I'm not sure he's been, made the most of it. So, Hawks trade Cam Reddish to the Knicks for Kevin Knox. Whoa. Okay, let's go ahead and simulate this season with Cam Reddish on the New York Knicks, and let's see how this team finishes out. So, does Cam Reddish make the Knicks better? I think he does, but let's see what happens. Additionally, today's video is sponsored by Prize Picks, which is a DFS player props app that's matching up to a $100 deposit when you use my code Crushables. Let me show you. Prize Picks is a DFS app where you're literally facing no one other than the numbers. You're just facing the projections. Let me show you some of my past entries. So on this one, I decided to do a power play where I decided to bet the over on Rudy Gobert and Harrison Barnes. The power play was able to 3 times my money, and Rudy Gobert and Harrison Barnes were both able to hit, which mounted me to $150. On this one, I did a flex play with LaMelo, Fred VanVleet, Joe Harris, and Gordon Hayward. Unfortunately, Joe Harris was only like 3 points off. If he literally hit one of his threes, I would have walked away with $100. So unfortunate, but that's just what happens. But I didn't walk away with nothing, as I was still able to win $32 after only betting 21. So I didn't walk away with nothing. So you can decide whether or not you want to do flex plays or power plays. Feel free to use my link in the description. Of course, you can always ask me on Twitter if you have any questions, and use my code Crushables when you sign up. So with Cam Reddish coming to the team, we were able to avoid the play-in tournament and finish up as the 6th seed in the East. Joel Embiid wins MVP. Cade Cunningham is your rookie. Drummond's your 6th man. Giannis defensive player. And Jackson Hayes most improved. And Doc Rivers is your coach of the year. Here's your All-NBA first team with Luka, LaMelo, Giannis, LeBron, Embiid. All-NBA second team and All-NBA third team. By the way, I tried to use like a 2K share scenario, start today, whatever file. I wish start today was just an option in 2K22 next gen, but whatever, the devs are lazy. We all know that. But unfortunately, every time I download one of those, like, one thing that also upsets me about it is it doesn't show you what the most downloaded one was. It just always like has everything as 0. So you really don't know which one's a good one. But every time I download one, there's always some stupid setting on, like, or some troll has messed with the ratings. It's just, I just don't even want to bother with it anymore. So I'm just going to continue to just simulate to the date in a brand new file. So for the season though, we had 21 points from Julius Randle, 18 from Evan Fournier, 18 from RJ, 15 from Kemba, we had 15 from Alec Burks, and then 11 from Derrick Rose, and then 11 from Cameron Reddish. So we are playing the Boston Celtics in the first round, who have heated up as of late. So Boston, we got Schroeder, Brown, Tatum, Al Horford, Robert Williams, Richardson, and Ennis Freedom. So let's go into some current round against the Boston Celtics. Well, let's take a look at what our rotation looks like right now. So we're going to be going into the playoffs with this rotation. They want to start Derrick Rose over Kemba Walker, which I'm not totally opposed to that. I do hate that Evan Fournier is not even in the rotation at all, though. Kind of weird to me, but whatever, I guess I'll just leave it. So So in a current round against the Boston Celtics, and we are going to win one. Actually, push them to 7, but unfortunately we came up short. So Cam Reddish did have 22 in that Game 7 closeout, but now we're going to the finals to see as the Portland Trailblazers almost make it to the finals, but the Utah Jazz go on to win it all. Very surprising. So the Knicks basically also saw that Hornets pick as something they did not want to keep as well. So they just went ahead and sent it off to Atlanta, which Atlanta is going to get lucky here, at least in 2K, and get maybe the 12th pick from the Charlotte Hornets. Well, it is lottery protected, so it's actually going to go back to Charlotte, I guess. Detroit's the number 1 seed, or number one draft pick, not number 1 seed. And then Spurs get number 2, Rocks get number 3, Kings. So that all makes a lot of sense. As far as our draft pick situation, we also have, what draft? We have 17, and I believe do we have the Mavericks pick this year? Maybe it's next year. No, Mavericks, or maybe it was lottery protected. They were the 13th pick. So no second pick for us this year. Tom Thibodeau, obviously I would assume he's probably going to remain the Knicks head coach, but you never really know, I guess. Being a head coach is not a high security job. So we'll sign our guard guru, and then we'll sign hopefully a wing whisperer. He declined my first offer, so we get him now, and then we can go ahead and get a big man coach and a post defensive coach. So let's go with Terry Burks, and then as our big man coach, we will go with if I can find one. Don't even see one, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go to the draft. So on draft night, we have the 17th pick, I believe it was. So we can try to draft something here with a rotational piece involved. So let's go ahead and get started with the 17th pick in the draft and see what we can snag. So number 17, we're going to be drafting. We have Alan Flanagan on the board. We have AJ Griffin, Wendell Moore, Julian Champagne, Trevor Keels. Actually, I'm probably saying that name totally wrong, so maybe I should just stop. Johnny Juzang, Marjon Beauchamp, Kenny Chandler. It would be pretty smart to maybe draft an upcoming guard, maybe, Alan Flanagan, because you don't really know what Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker's future is. So maybe you draft, like, I guess Marcus Bagley is here as well. But I kind of liked the idea of maybe drafting Kenny Chandler, to be honest. So maybe we go that route. Jabari Walker could be interesting as well. You know what? What do we want to do here? Jabari Walker. Or I can't even find Kenny Chandler anymore. I've probably passed him so many damn times. I just don't even see him anymore. Okay. I'll just draft Jabari Walker. Let's go with that. And we also have a second round pick, it looks like. So we take Jabari Walker, and then we have a second round pick to see who can snag. We have EJ Liddell on the board, Marjon Beauchamp, who slipped all the way here, so I'll just take him. So just like that, you come out of the draft with Jabari Walker, 274 overalls, solid player options. Jericho Sims, I mean, we'll accept it, but I mean, if we didn't, it's fine. Lucas Manek, we'll have him, and then free agency. So Mitch Robinson is our only impending free agent, it looks like, as far as our roster right now. So it is Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker, Alec Burks, and then you also have RJ Barrett, Evan Fournier, Emmanuel Quickley. You have Cameron Reddish, Julius Randle, Obi Toppin, and then Nerlens Noel. So I mean, I like the power forward situation with Julius Randle, obviously. You like RJ Barrett, of course, and Cameron Reddish. Evan Fournier, Emmanuel Quickley. We have quite a bit of guards to worry about. So we don't really have a center right now, so we could try to make a trade for a center or just re-sign Mitch Robinson, obviously, and that would be fine. But if we wanted to go a different route, we could make a trade. We really could, because we'd have the ability to do so. Now, as far as a center we could get, obviously the center I always go for, it seems like, is Karl Towns, and bring him into New York, which is a possibility. But I think today I'm going to try not to do that. Miles Turner is interesting. Bring him in to the New York Knicks and have him play center. There's also Christian Wood from the Rockets, who could be a lot of fun. There's a lot of things you could do here to bring in another talented center alongside Julius Randle. So, I mean, what do I want to go with? I don't know. Capella, you can make another trade with Atlanta. That'd be fun. Gobert, Rashawn Holmes. Or you technically could just roll with Nerlens Noel. But for me, I think I want to try to make a trade. So, Christian Wood seems like a lot of fun to me. I'm going to try to go for Christian Wood from the Rockets. I think he could be a nice addition to this team. He's on a one-year deal type of thing. So, we're trading him to Houston, who obviously is a rebuilding team. So, we've got to make this trade make a little bit of sense. Hopefully we can. So we have so there's Jabari Walker, we have Quentin Grimes here, we also have Miles McBride. So maybe we could throw like Miles McBride and Quentin Grimes in this trade and grab Christian Wood. They don't agree to that. Okay, and then of course I can also get rid of one of these guards. So Evan Fournier, I can't see getting rid of. Kemba Walker could be interesting. We could technically trade Kemba Walker. So we could trade him over to Houston, and Houston could just technically buy him out or whatever they want to do. So you know what? Maybe we do this 2024 lottery protected for Christian Wood, and they accept. Just like that, we get ourselves a center. So Kemba Walker wasn't going to be the long-term piece anyway. You have Alec Burks. You have Derrick Rose. I guess Alec Burks would have been fine to throw in there too. I just didn't even notice him. Evan Fournier. What I want to do here, I think I want to move Evan Fournier to small forward so he can be a rotational piece still. So it'll be Derrick Rose, Alec Burks for now, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly. We have Cam Reddish, Evan Fournier, Julius Randle, Obi Toppin, and Jabari Walker. And then now we have Christian Wood and Nerlens Noel. So solid all around. I like what we were able to bring in Christian Wood, but I do acknowledge the fact that our point guard situation isn't the best. So I kind of want to improve that eventually. But this offseason we won't be. So Kemba Walker was a good thing for a little bit, but now we've moved on, and now we're going to go straight to player progression. So Derrick Rose goes down, of course. Christian Wood's an 83, Randall's an 83, RJ Barrett's an 83. So, okay. And then Alec Burks is a 77 overall. So, not really sure what to expect out of this team. I think next year we really should be trying to get a point guard here. That's what we really need, is the big gaping hole that we have on our roster right now. So maybe a trade deadline trade for a point guard is in the in the realm of possibility. Looking at our starting five right now, it'd be Derrick Rose, RJ Barrett, Cameron Reddish, Julius Randle. They still want to start Nerlens as well, I assume, because this is a defensive system. So I'm going to move this actually to a balance, because I do want Christian Wood to start over Nerlens as well, to be honest with you. So I understand our defensive front court may not all be that good, but I mean, I would rather have Christian Wood start all day. I just think it makes more sense. So we'll have Christian Wood start, RJ, Cameron Reddish. And then one thing I also want to do with Cameron Reddish is I do want to increase his shot tendency. I don't really know what it's at. It's at a 64. So let's boost this up to like 83 or something like that. RJ and then Julius Randle, of course. So we'll have RJ like maybe right here. So yeah, we'll roll with that. We're going to go ahead and simulate this season. Like I said, there is a possibility of potentially stopping at the trade deadline, making some kind of trade for a point guard, because we definitely need one. Derrick Rose is a great piece, but long term, I'd rather have him as a six man. So let's go ahead and simulate possibly the trade deadline. Let's just see how things go at first, and then maybe we make that trade for the point guard we need. So we are at the trade deadline, and right now we actually suck pretty badly, which I was a little surprised by. But Damian Lillard is available. He would be the #1 scoring option here immediately. Obviously, would definitely be a nice addition to New York. So it'd be Evan Fournier, Jabari, Quickly, Obi Toppin, and 2 first-round picks for Damian Lillard. I don't know if Portland would accept this, and just like that, they do. We get Damian Lillard to be our brand new point guard. I mean, we really desperately needed a point guard, so I'm more than happy with that. So Damian Lillard, RJ Barrett, Cameron Reddish, Julius Randle, as well, and of course Christian Wood. Still don't want to start Christian Wood for whatever reason. So now let's go ahead and put Nerlens as well as a non-starter, though. So I'm not really sure why he finds a way to want to start over Christian Wood, but I'm going to put Christian Wood back in there. So we'll have forced non-starter on Nerlens as well. So now Damian Lillard is our brand new point guard. So, I mean, I love it. Damian Lillard, RJ Barrett, Cameron Reddish, Julius Randle, Christian Wood. So we are the worst team in the league right now in the East. So it's a really, really disappointing, but I'm not too surprised, I guess. I'm not really sure what all happened, but we got Damian Lillard now, hopefully to improve that. So Damian Lillard is going to be obviously a guy that could push us over the top, I think. Put us back in the playoffs. Maybe we find a way to sneak into the play-in this year and be interesting. I don't know. But if you take a look at the stats, I mean, Julius Randle has kind of gone down with 15 points. Cameron Reddish averaging 16, RJ with 20, but now you have Dame coming in averaging 26 points per game. So you need a guy like Dame to push this team to the playoffs. Right now, we are not in it at all. So maybe we find a way to sneak in. Let's see how far off we are from the play-in tournament. So we're at 19 games. So yeah, we definitely have to win quite a bit. So maybe the playoffs are not in the cards this year, but we have Dame for the future. So hopefully that ends up going pretty well for us, and hopefully we find a way to get back to the postseason next year if we can't get back to it this year. So we did win more games than we lost, but obviously it was not enough to push us push us into the play-in tournament. So definitely going to be a offseason rebuilding year, but we are going to have a really good lottery pick this offseason, which is great. Damian Lillard 24, sorry, and then 19, 16, 15, 14, and 13 and a half. So let's go ahead and simulate the playoffs, and let's see who's going to go on to win it all, as we have Charlotte, Toronto, we got Milwaukee, and we got the Phoenix Suns going all the way to win it all over the Toronto Raptors in 5 games. So now the draft lottery. So obviously, I'm kind of hoping to win this so I can get Victor here, but we are projected number 7. So I guess getting Dame definitely probably pushed us, a little bit into the lottery. And we are going to go all the way down to number 9. So I'm very, very disappointed in that, to be honest with you. Sucks to be pushed down that far, but staff signing. Let's go for a perimeter defensive coach, and let's try to fill this out a little bit more. That way we have everything we can possibly want. But it looks like we're not going to get Dave Yeager, so we're not going to get Dave Yeager. So instead, we can go for Mike Miller, maybe, and get him instead. So we get Mike Miller right away. And then maybe this time I can actually find a big man coach to come coach this team. But for some reason, I just can't find a single one. So is there any big man coaches that exist in this damn game right now? Okay, well, I mean, at this point, I just give up. We're not finding a single person. So let's just go to the draft with the 7th, or was it the 9th pick, I believe? So number 9 in the NBA draft. So you have 9 and then a couple second rounders. You have Julius Randle and Dame still under contract. So let's just go in at number 9 and see what we can grab. So number 9, now I wanted Victor here, but Derek Lively, is here. We have Nicola, we have Amari Bailey, Nick Smith Jr., we have Jaden Bradley. I mean, for the most part, we need a center. So Derek Lively or Nate Biddle. I'm going to take Derek Lively here at number 9. We need a big man anyway. Christian Wood probably wasn't it. I probably shouldn't have traded for him to begin with. I'll grab a small forward here and call it good. So Derek Lively, I believe, is a 78 overall. So welcome to the team. So Derek Lively. We got a couple of guys coming out of the draft as well. Player options, Derek Rose. I'm going to accept, and then I'm going to decline Alec Burks. So qualifying offers, we have Cameron Reddish, Jericho Sims, Luka, and RJ Barrett, all free agents. And then for free agency, take a look. So this could be an offseason where Dame would want to recruit maybe a little bit, but I like Dame and Derrick Rose. We have Marjon Beauchamp listed only. So obviously the majority of what we need is in free agency. So what I want to do is I want to re-sign Christian Wood. I want to re-sign Cam Reddish. I actually want to sign and trade Christian Wood, to be honest with you. So I'm going to sign Christian Wood to a deal, and then I'm going to trade him because he wasn't all that good for us. So let's sign Christian Wood to a deal, and we are going to trade him now. So just like that, Christian Wood, what can I get for you on the open market? Hopefully we can get something good. I'm looking at a big man, D'Anthony Melton, Clint Capella, Miles Bridges would have been awesome, but I do like the idea of bringing in Clint Capella. So you can make another trade with Atlanta here and get Capella, and let's say Christian Wood for Capella swap. Say less, we'll do that. So Capella is going to fit a little bit better than I think Christian Wood did. So RJ Barrett, Cameron Reddish are the other guys I'm obviously waiting on. So I'll just wait for one of them to get an offer. So Cameron Reddish, or not, no, that's Jeremy Grant, not Cameron Reddish. So Cameron Reddish asking for, you know what, it's going to offer it to him, and then I'm going to wait for RJ Barrett to potentially get an offer. He has no serious offers yet, it looks like. So you know what? Let's go ahead and offer RJ Barrett his contract. And just like that, we have our core. So this is going to be the core we're rolling with. Dame, Derrick Rose, RJ Barrett, Marjon Beauchamp, Cameron Reddish, and then we have Julius Randle, and of course, Clint Capella, Derek Lively. So we don't really have a backup forward, though, I noticed. So that's going to be pretty important to find a way to do. So I guess we had a little bit of money. Matisse Thybulle, and then Georges Niang, Royce O'Neal. Okay, any of these guys would be good. So I'm going to go for Matisse Thybulle to be my backup small forward. He'll be nice defensively. I think he'd fit in pretty well here as well. So just like that, Damian Lillard, Derrick Rose, RJ Barrett, Marjon Beauchamp, Cameron Reddish, Matisse Thybulle. You got Julius Randle, and then you have Clint Capella, Derek Lively, and Rose as well. So let's go to player progression. I'm assuming it's not going to treat us pretty well. Dame is an 88, Clint Capella, RJ Barrett's 85, Julius Randle, Derrick Rose is down to a 79. All right, well, here we go. We're going to go into season number 3 with Dame, Cameron Reddish, Julius Randle, Clint Capella, and you know what? I think this team should, at the very least, be able to get back to the postseason. At the very least. I don't see, not making the playoffs as an option. So power ranking is going to land us at number 10. So looking at the rotation, it's going to be Dame, RJ, Reddish, Julius Randle, Capella, Derrick Rose, Lively, Nerlens Noel, and Matisse Thybulle. So yeah, I have a good feeling about this. Proficiency-wise, we are a 4.5 balanced, and we are a... Looks like we can't go up anywhere else. And then one last thing I want to look at is shot tendencies. So I do want Cameron Reddish still taking some shots, of course. Julius Randle, I need you to take some shots as well. And then RJ Barrett will have kind of the same realm as Reddish. Okay, let's go ahead and simulate season number 3. Can this team get back to the playoffs is the question. So season number 3 comes to an end, but before we start talking about the season, this just came up to me and I thought it was interesting. Denver's Bowl trade with Detroit has been voided. Sources tell ESPN the Pistons didn't pass Bull on his physical with the team. So Bol Bol heads back to Denver. Dude, I can only imagine the video we're going to get out of Crispy today. Holy crap. MVP, Luka Doncic, Scooter Henderson, Rookie of the Year. Kenny Chandler's your 6-man, Giannis Offensive Player, Paolo Most Improved, and Doc Rivers is your Coach of the Year. And we finished up as the 2nd seed. So I know we were just talking about Bol Bol, and I did a Bol Bol Pistons rebuild the other day. And obviously I'm not going to delete it. I'm just going to leave it there. But wow, that is a crazy turn of events that Bol Bol was not able to pass his physical. So that usually doesn't happen all that much, I feel like. So we ended up as the 2nd seed. Looking at the player stats, we had 25 from Damian Lillard, and RJ Barrett and Cameron Reddish ended up being pretty good. So Cameron Reddish with 17, 22 from RJ, and then 25 from Dame, and then 16 from Julius Randle, 13 from Derrick Rose, 9 and 9, and then 3 from Noah as well. So 2nd seed out east, we're going up against the Toronto Raptors. So they have Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent, Scotty Barnes, Siakam, Achua, OG Anunoby, Hardy, Rui Hachimura. So wow, why is Rui Hachimura in Toronto? I don't know. Game 1, they're up 1-0. So I know you guys can't see it, so I'm just going to have to talk about it. Julius Randle at 29. We lost by 6. So game 2, we even it up. So it is a 120-95 score there. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat them in game 3. Nope, they're up 2-1. They're up 3-1. So it looks like we might be getting upset here, unfortunately. So gonna be pretty disappointing ending to this video, it looks like, potentially here, unless we find a way to crawl out of this series and, you know, maybe come back from 3-1 deficit. So, you know, it's looking good at home here in Madison Square Garden, barring a comeback. So we do beat them here. That's good. So now we're going to be going to a game 6 on the road in Toronto. If we push them back to a game 7, you know, the possibilities are endless here. So let's see what happens. You know, a 3-1 deficit isn't impossible in 2K. You could be down 3-0 and still come back. So we are in a very, very close back and forth game. And wow, that was close, but we did beat them as Precious Achiuwa. Why was it this close? 36 from Dame. Wow. So it looks like Toronto just had a bunch of double-digit scores. But here we go. Game 7. This is where you want to be after being down 3-1. I mean, all the momentum is in our corner. But in 2K, that means absolutely nothing. You could come back from a 3-0 deficit and tie it up and then still lose in Game 7. So can we please, like, this is what I'm talking about, man. Like, what was the point of getting my excitement and hopes and dreams up just to disappoint me in Game 7 just to lose? Like, we did all this. You know what? 2 minutes left. Well, let's jump in and come back. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to come back. Toronto 102-95. I mean, this is an easy Game 7 clap. So hopefully we can find a way to come back. I mean, Siakam at the free throw line. Hopefully he's only got 1 free throw here. It looks like he only had 1. So we're down 8. Guess we got to talk it over. So down 8 points. I mean, this is an easy possible comeback. With 2 minutes left, we just got to be very, very important with the ball. We don't have our best player out here, which makes literally no sense. I just don't get it. Whatever. So let's go ahead and get a screen from, looks like, do we have 3 big men on the floor right now, or am I tripping? I might be tripping. So I'm gonna call a timeout. I need Dame out here. I need Damian Lillard out here. I don't know why he's not out here. Get my mans out here. So Dame, putting him in. RJ Reddish is out here. Julius Randle. So that's fine. If Clint, I mean, yeah, we'll just leave it like that. So Dame. Okay, so we like that. We have everybody we need out here. So don't know why Dame wasn't out here to begin with, but whatever. So let's go. This is very important. So Game 7, I'm going to need you here, Dame. I'm going to get a screen from Lively here. So even if we have to take our 2 points, we will. I'm going to have RJ in the corner here. That's a big first shot. We needed that 3-pointer. RJ, 98-103, shrink this to a 5-point game. Now we have to play great defense is the problem. And me with defense, you know, can get a little shaky. So hopefully we're able to accomplish good defense. Jaden Hardy is trying to get around me. That's decent defense. They're going to miss. They're going to get the offensive board, though. They're going to pass it to Siakam. I played a decent closeout, and just like that, we get the ball back. All right. We might have Cameron Reddish on it. No, it's fine. I'm going to take care of basketball. We could have made a quick transition 3, but I'm going to instead try to go for a good shot here. I'm going to maybe have... Nope, that's a center. Let's not pass that. And, of course, we're going to throw it out of bounds. The stupidest animation in 2K ever. If he simply just passes it like that, why does the guy have to freak out and go, oh my goodness, was not expecting the basketball there? Like, why does the guy, no one does that in real life. No one does that, man. Oh my gosh, that was a big turnover that we just made there. I had a center wide open in the corner for good reason, obviously. They're trying to get Scotty Barnes, it looks like, and for some reason RJ Barrett is just leaving Jaden Hardy wide open. So yep, that's my defense there. 106-98. I understood he was trying to get the back door, but I freaking had it, man. All right, I need a quick shot here. Cameron Reddish, maybe. No, it's not going to be there. Gonna go with Dame here. All right, you know what? Just go to Dame Miller every play. Why not? 101 and 106. Trying my best here to come back. It's probably not gonna happen. Fred VanVleet, I mean, we are guaranteed another possession at the very least, but it's probably not gonna come back here. So they're gonna obviously drain some clock. They're gonna try to take as much time away as possible. If we can get a stop, it's not totally out of the realm of possibility, but it's probably over. So Fred VanVleet, Fred VanVleet is gonna shoot a 3. That's a good closeout by me. All right, Dame, I need you to get in transition. You're gonna have to be the guy I take the shot with. Damian Lillard for 3. It's probably going to be well contested. It almost went in and out. But that's going to be all she wrote for the Knicks. So, Cam Reddish to the New York Knicks, man. What do you guys think about it? I think it's a great addition. I think it's a great trade. I think Cam Reddish gets an opportunity in New York, and I'm very excited for him. So, you know, rest in peace to Bol Bol. Or not rest. Why the hell did I say rest in peace? F's in the chat for Bol Bol. Feel bad for him. I thought he was going to get an opportunity in Detroit. But no, he passes or fails his physical. So, be on the lookout for Crispy Flakes channel today, because we all know there's going to be a reaction there. But thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.